After a year's absence, the WRC was back in Mexico for round 2, and the opening ceremony in Guanajuato set the scene for the fiesta of rally action that was to follow. The mountainous gravel stages provide a tough test for the early runners, and championship leader Mikko Hirvonen was the first to face them. The disadvantage of running first soon became clear as Hirvonen struggled for grip on the road, hemorrhaging time as he swept the cleaner driving line for the cars behind. Amongst those to benefit from this was Norwegian Petter Solberg. He set 5 fastest stage times and, despite some hairy moments, ended day 1 as the rally leader. His nearest challenger was Citroën Junior team driver Sébastien Ogier, who gave another demonstration of his prodigious talent, ending the day just 15 seconds behind Solberg. Fellow Frenchman Sébastien Loeb had been hindered by his early running position on the road, but the reigning world champion still ended the day less than 30 seconds off the lead in third. That meant Loeb would start third on the road the following day, and he soon made the advantage of a clean driving line count. Over the first 2 stages, he was comfortably quicker than the rest of the field and taking the rally lead. His championship rivals Hirvonen and Latvala meanwhile were struggling. While looking impressive at times, both Finns suffered punctures and setup issues. We saw them outperformed by the Citroëns over the weekend. They weren't the only drivers to suffer though. Citroën number 2 Dani Sordo slid off the road on stage 10, breaking his suspension. And Formula 1 ace Kimi Räikkönen took an early exit after clipping a bank. That off damaged the Finnish driver's roll cage and any hopes of finishing the rally. American extreme sports star Ken Block was making his debut in a WRC car and showing some impressive pace, posting faster times than Matthew Wilson and Federico Villagra along the way. But he also felt the sharp end of this punishing sport when he went off on day 2. With Loeb disappearing into the distance, attention focused on the battle for second between Solberg and Ogier. There was little to separate them, and despite Solberg starting the final day in the lead, Ogier was back ahead of him after the morning's first stage. But the Norwegian fought back, closing the gap to 0.6 of a second on the penultimate stage, leaving the thrilling prospect of a head-to-head battle on the final Super Special. With his rallycross roots, Solberg looked imperious on the final test.
Over finish. Go on, son. Go on. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Go on. Okay. Go.
He finally beat Ogier by nearly 2 seconds to take second overall. There was no such battle for first. Sébastien Loeb cruised home to take his 4th successive Rally Mexico victory.
Finally, a good victory. Come back in the lead of the championship. That was the points. It was something important. We lost in Sweden. Now we won here. Mikko is 4th, so okay, it's only the start of the championship, but I'm really happy.
Confirmation of a Citroën 1-2-3 on the podium, with Mikko Hirvonen the highest placing Ford in 4th. Latvala followed his teammate home in 5th, with Henning Solberg rounding out the top 6. Overall, that means that Loeb now overtakes Hirvonen, 6 points clearing the championship lead, while Sébastien Ogier is on level points with Jari-Matti Latvala in 3rd. In the manufacturer's standing, Citroën closed the gap to 6 points behind overall leaders Ford, while the Citroën Junior team stretch ahead of rivals Stobart.
Segunda fecha del Campeonato Mundial de Rallys.